Can everybody hear me okay?
Yes.
I'll speak up. How about this? Okay.
Use your mom's voice.
I'm Nikki Izanik, president of the Philly SAGAFTRA Local. Welcome friends, allies, partners in the fight, and SAGAFTRA Philly family. Thanks for coming out in support of the SAG-AFTRA TV theatrical strike. Now, I love this city. I love our people. I love being a performer with our people in this city. And I've been in love with it since I was 5 years old. So make no mistake about it. We love what we do here. But this industry is full of hard work. Work that needs to be recognized differently under a contract that provides equity and sustainability. I'm empowered and emboldened by the energy and activism we have here today. So I first want to thank everyone who contributed effort, hard work, and passion over the last week to make today happen. Now, I've been a hardworking, plain-spoken, tell it to you like it is Philadelphian my whole life. So let's get right down to it and the reason that we are here. SAG-AFTRA members are the faces and voices of the multi-trillion-dollar TV theatrical streaming industries. We are striking to make living wages in an industry that takes advantage of us. Yes. We are being intentionally depicted in ways that both don't ring true with who we are and what this fight is about. The studios are trying to act like this is a fancy pants people problem, with actors who don't understand. Now, I personally resent this deliberate misrepresentation. Most of us are working class people. That's the kind of actor I am. That's most of the actors here, and most of everyone I know in this industry as a whole. This is a labor problem.
Yes.
With hardworking people who know just fine what it's like to be taken advantage of by greed. We are being cut out of the billions in profits we generate. And we're fighting for a piece of this pie just to be equitably included in the prosperity that we are creating. There's nothing fancy about that. I'd like to give you 3 of the many facts in this fight that take advantage of our hardworking people. Did you know that 87% of our SAG-AFTRA members make under $26,000 a year? By the way, that's less than the amount they need to qualify for health care. Just under that amount, 87%. Did you know that many of our people, many of the hardworking people in Philadelphia, make less in real dollars with the proposed raise by the end of 2026 than we made in 2020? So let that sink in. I would be worse off with my raise 3 years from now than I was 3 years ago. That doesn't make any sense. Did you know that the studios are unwilling to even discuss reasonable compensation for artificial intelligence work? They offered many of our actors less than 1 day's pay for unlimited rights to their AI scanned images and likenesses to use forever in any way they want. So what does this mean? It means your grandkids could see your AI working on movies from the 1 day of money you made in 2023. It's insulting. We are reasonable people, but we need reason in return. We're fighting for a contract that represents the world that we live in. We haven't had that for quite some time. So as National President Fran Drescher said the other day, what are we supposed to do? Keep rearranging furniture on the Titanic? That's crazy. The studios think we are weak. The studios miscalculate our strength and tenacity. They think they can starve us out. They think they can prey on us. We are resilient. We are resourceful. When they tried to bury us for their own profits, they didn't realize we are seeds. We will continue to grow anywhere, We will continue to bloom no matter what we must do and for as long as it takes. We are an undefeatable group of unionists who don't back down. We only grow taller in the face of adversity. So these studio heads need to understand that it doesn't matter what they are the head of. We are the neck, and the neck turns the head. And necks are turning and times are changing, and all of us here, we're on the right side of history in this righteous fight to work a hard day's work for a fair day's wages, and we won't accept anything less.
That's right.
Now, it's time for our bargaining partner, turned green-hungry deniers of wage equity, also known as the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers, to be reasonable. To be reasonable. Nationally, we are tough, and with Philadelphians in the fight, we are indestructible. This is where America was born. This is where unions were imagined. I have one very clear message to the AMPTP. It's as beloved as pretzels, water ice, and the Liberty Bell. It's as old as unions are strong, and it's from all of us hardworking SAGAFTRA union professionals in the city of brotherly love and sisterly affection.
Yeah.
If you Philly around, you're gonna find out. Thank you all for being here today, and it is my pleasure to introduce Daniel Bowder, the president of our Philly AFL-CIO.
How about a hand for Nikki, your incredible president here. Sisters, brothers, siblings, my union family, it's all about fairness. It's about dignity. It's about what you deserve. But those greedy folks in Hollywood thinks it's about their pockets. It's about what they can control. It's what they can take from you. You know, this morning, a number of us were at a similar event with a similar union, the Teamsters, in South Philly. That's right. Give it up for those Teamsters. In fact, there's some of them here in support. During the pandemic, those companies made record profits. They didn't share that with the workers. During the pandemic, entertainment was still flowing. Things were still streaming and showing in theaters when they opened back up. Now it's time to share. Now it's time to do the right thing. You show respect to these workers, or we're going to shut it down. Because if we don't get it,
Shut it down!
if we don't get it,
Shut it down!
if we don't get it,
Shut it down!
we'll be here one day longer, one day stronger. Solidarity forever.
Hello. I would like to pass the baton to Senator Hughes.
All right, family, how we doing? Union strong. I don't think they hear me, Danny. Union strong. Say it after me. Union strong. Union strong. Union strong. Union strong. Look at that guy Hillary up here. Good to see you, Hillary. He's in the house. So I get a special seat in this deal. I got a special arrangement to see it kind of up close. And I can tell you about the, I used to think I was the only one to get up at 4 in the morning and start texting people and calling people and what have you. But I saw my wife get up at 4 in the morning to be on set at 5, all right? And to finish up at
6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 o'clock at night. And I'm like, this is not adding up. We need some protections around here. We need some workplace security around here. And I said, well, sweetheart, if you're there at 5, you're not the first one there at 5. There must be a whole bunch of other people there at 3 and 4, right? Yes. And they're not getting paid. Was you getting paid, are they? No. And the answer obviously is no. And that's who we're fighting for. We're fighting for the folks that you don't see. We're fighting for the folks, and like some of the most incredible disrespect is when the credits roll by like you are on the Indianapolis 500 Speedway. Because for many people, that's all they get. That's all they get. They don't get the cash. They don't get the benefits. They don't get the health insurance. They don't get the pension. But at least give them a little respect on the screen for that 1.5, maybe 2 seconds, and I know that's long. But that's why we're here. Don't get mystified about the magic that's made. What goes into that magic is a lot of hard work by a lot of people who are grinding, and you don't get to see it until you see the finished product. And they can't be left out. So that's why we're here. We're here for them. We're here for the Teamsters this morning. We're here for the writers that are going out. We're here for anybody who's fighting for justice. It would make life a lot easier if the money that I pay every month for cable in the triple digits. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And the only 5 or 6 channels that I really watch. And it would make me feel a lot better if that extra cash that I'm paying went to some of those workers who are making that product. But it's not happening. So that's why we fight. That's why we grind. That's why we're here standing for working people, creative working people who nobody gets the chance to see. We're lifting their voices up. We're lifting their struggle up. We are not going to let them suffer in silence. We are not going to let them strike by themselves. We stand with them. We work with them. We fight for them to get the justice that they deserve to have. Thank you very much.
And now, for the woman who I could spend all day long naming her various accomplishments and her various productions that she has worked on, but we're not promoting that right now.
We need that money, though.
And then I realized she's the woman who needs no introduction. Sheryl Lee Ralph.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Everybody that is here today, I want you to know something. The weekend. Everybody loves the weekend. And I'm not talking about the artist. I'm talking about that Friday evening that goes into Saturday, that goes into Sunday, that leads us to start all over again on Monday. If workers did not organize, if workers did not strategize, if workers did not come together and say, we need time with our family, we need proper pay, none of us would have a weekend. So please, don't think that this strike, this SAG-AFTRA strong strike, this WGA writers strike is about anything more than real people demanding real contracts, demanding real compensation, demanding the respect that all human beings working around the world demand.
Yes.
This is not about your favorite stars on TV or in motion picture. 80% of our union is made up of plain old ordinary people trying to make a living. When we talk about what is on the table, it is about contracts. It is about compensation. It is about human respect as a worker. That is what we are talking about. And all of us strong in this union, trust me, you may see us out here. We may be getting the attention, but right behind us are a whole lot of other unions about ready to stand up and demand the same thing. Do not think that we take this lightly, because in any strike, somebody gets hurt. In any strike, there will be those who found it hard to make a living. You heard it. Our union, 80% of them don't earn the $26,740 needed to qualify for health insurance. You heard it. That is the truth. That is the reality. And we are not alone in this struggle. So please know that we get it. And we do not enter into this thinking, oh, it's gonna be all right. Oh, it's gonna be fun. No, it doesn't happen like that. So don't be distracted. Don't be distracted. Know what it is we are talking about when we stand up. SAGAFTRA, WGA, first time since the 1960s, both unions said enough is enough, and we demand more. I would like to introduce you to my friend, one of my favorite people, the reason I ran and became vice president of the LA local, Los Angeles, my co-worker and a powerful woman. Some of you call her Shementi. I call her Lisa Ann Walter.
Yeah, I told her she had to run for office, and if she ran, she would get elected, because Sheryl. And that is the voice that we hear in meetings. It's a voice we hear on set. It is full of love and the push for us all to be seen as equal. And she is that way in front of everybody on set every single day. But now I have to follow it, so here we go. I just want to tell you 3 things, okay? Because I'm surrounded here by a town that to me feels like coming home. Beautiful, strong people. And we have them in cities all over the country. And what I want to tell you is that I realize that people that you see on television and movies, not you, because you know better, but when the world sees people on television and movies, they figure they've got it made. They're all millionaires. They've got several yachts parked behind their house somehow. And what I want to tell you, and this is me sharing to you, my family, my Philly family, that there was a movie that I did early on. A lot of people saw it called The Parent Trap. There were other movies, thank you. There were other movies I've been lucky enough to be in. As the years have gone on, the business has paid those of us who are not the $20 million actors less and less and less until it is about basic wage. And here's something that you know if you're in the business. First of all, you live in a city it is almost impossible to pay your bills. I raised 4 children in Los Angeles. It is not cheap. There I shop the day-old rack and the bakery at the grocery store. I shop the 99-cent store for parties for my kids, just like everybody else here, because I was trying to make those ends meet. And it was not easy. There were many times when I said, I guess I have to leave the business. I can't afford to work in it anymore. And it broke my heart because I had been doing it and doing it well for decades. But I'm not the only one who felt that way. I'm surrounded in my work by those people. And I'll tell you this, through the new technologies, out of all the things that we've talked about in the contract that are just not where we need it to be. It was mentioned AI being able to screen you and own you forever. That's not work. It's called something else, isn't it? There's another word for that. I'm not going to say it. It's not my job. But this is another thing. With every new technology, you know it because you saw it in your contracts. With every new technology, they said, well, we can't pay you the same for DVD as VHS. We don't know if it's who's gonna watch it? We don't know if it's gonna make any money. So how about we just pay you less, half? And our union went, well, we want the work to survive. We want the business to survive. Okay, we'll work with you. We're your partners. Oh, with cable, we don't know if this thing's gonna take off. How about we pay you even less? Okay, you sure we're gonna change this contract? Yeah, we're gonna change it. Streaming. How about we pay you 75% less than what you are used to making? And instead of getting any kind of residual, we're going to prepay it in your initial fee. You probably won't even know you're getting it. You think you're getting your money, and you find out later your rep said, oh yeah, that was in your original fee. You don't get any more money. Live on that. Go drive an Uber. And this is what I want to say to you. In what other industry, in what other business in this country does the employer say, we would like you to contribute sweat equity to these newfangled electric cars? We don't know if anybody's going to buy them. We don't know if they're going to make any money. So how about you work for 75% less? And then when the electric car is seen every third car on every block in every corner of America and it's clearly making money, we don't cut you in on the profits. We don't cut you in on the revenue. You just take that 25% of your initial pay years later while inflation rises and you live on that while we rake in all the billions. That's streaming. What other business asks you to contribute sweat equity for less money and no share of the revenue? Any other business? No. Would the United Auto Workers go, okay, that sounds fair? No, they would never say that. What we said, but what I said from the beginning was, okay, so you make no profits. If you make no money, let me dial that back. They make profits. They don't show them in their books, but they make profits, okay? The company Miramax that I've worked for in a couple movies never showed a profit. Not one movie, okay? That's Hollywood cooking the books. So if we all said, okay, fine, if you don't make money, we won't. But Netflix just put 5.9 million more subscribers in their book when they changed their password laws. So you tell me, Philadelphia, are they making any revenue? Are we asking for, by the way, we started at 2%. It's a negotiation. So we don't know where we're going to go. But Philadelphia, I ask you, is 2% fair of revenue so that we all can live and we're not going out of work? Is that fair? Oh, you want want more than that? Is that, let me put it to you this way, is at least 2% fair? Okay, so here's what we're gonna do, you guys, because it's not gonna be easy. Sheryl and I have a job we cannot wait to go back and do. We cannot wait to go back representing the teachers, representing Philadelphia, representing people who love each other and work with each other and have a good time together like the Abbott crew does. We can't wait. But we will not go back until there is a fair deal on the table for not Sheryl and I, because we can negotiate a contract, but for each and every person that we stand with on a stage. Because if they don't have a fair deal, we cannot live with the deal we have. Go Union!